Bees are some of the most fascinating creatures on our planet, playing a vital role in our ecosystem. These tiny insects are responsible for pollinating many of the plants that we rely on for food, including fruits, vegetables, and nuts. In fact, it's estimated that 1/3 of the food we eat is directly or indirectly dependent on bee pollination. Without those hard workers, many of our favorite foods would disappear, and our ecosystem would be severely impacted. They are social creatures that live in colonies, with a single queen bee at the center. The queen is responsible for laying eggs, while the workers, who are all female, perform a variety of tasks, including foraging for nectar, caring for the young, and defending the colony. The male bees, or drones, have only one purpose: to mate with the queen. Bees communicate with each other through a complex system of dance, pheromones, and vibrations. The waggle dance, for example, is a complex dance that they use to communicate the location of food sources to their fellow bees. This dance is so precise that it can convey the direction, distance, and quality of the food source. Bees are able to fly by using their wings to generate lift and thrust, beating their wings around 200 times per second. They have a highly developed sense of smell and are able to detect the sweetness or bitterness of a substance. They are also able to navigate using the position of the sun and can even detect the polarization of light. They construct their hives in a variety of locations, including tree cavities, rock crevices, and even underground burrows. The hive is made up of hexagonal cells made of wax, which is produced from the bees' own bodies. The wax is secreted from glands on the underside of their abdomens and is then molded into the familiar hexagonal shape. The hive is a complex structure, with different cells serving different purposes, such as storing honey and pollen, raising brood, and housing the queen. Bees are incredibly skilled architects. In fact, the hive is such an integral part of bee biology that it's often considered a single functioning unit, with the bees working together to maintain the health and prosperity of the colony. Bees have been around for millions of years and have evolved into a diverse range of species. There are over 20,000 known species, ranging in size, shape, and behavior. Some of them are solitary, while others live in complex societies. Bees contribute to the decomposition process, helping to break down organic matter and recycle nutrients. They are a keystone species, playing a vital role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems. Bees produce honey through a fascinating process that involves collecting nectar from flowers and transforming it into a sweet, viscous liquid. They gather nectar using their long tube-shaped tongues, called proboscis, and store it in their honey stomach, a special compartment specifically designed for this purpose. Once they return to the hive, they regurgitate the nectar and share it with other bees, who then evaporate the water content through a process of fanning and storing it in honeycomb cells. As the water content decreases, the nectar thickens into honey, which is then sealed with wax. By storing honey in the honeycomb cells, they can survive during the winter months, or during periods of drought when flowers are not in bloom. Without bees, many ecosystems would collapse, leading to a loss of biodiversity and ecosystem function. As we face the challenges of climate change, habitat loss, and pesticide use, it's more important than ever to support bee populations. By taking steps to protect these vital pollinators, we can help ensure a healthier, more sustainable future for all. Bees are truly fascinating creatures, and by learning more about them, we can appreciate their importance and work to protect them. That's all for today, folks. Till next time, stay curious.